Are you thinking about moving to Kansas City or one of its amazing suburbs like Blue Springs, Missouri? Well, before you pack your bags, let me tell you everything you need to know, the good, the not so good, and what life in Blue Springs is really like. In this video, we're breaking down the pros and the cons of living in Blue Springs, Missouri, from its award-winning schools and outdoor recreation to a few things you might want to consider before making that move. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the very end because I'm going to share what truly makes Blue Springs a standout choice for so many families and individuals. It might just surprise you. So let's get started and we're going to get after it right now. And if this is your first time on our channel and you want to know everything there is about living in Kansas City and the surrounding areas like Blue Springs, Missouri, then subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know about the current market here in Blue Springs, Missouri. Hello, my name is Jimmy Zell. My wife Nikki and I are realtors with the Living in Kansas City team. And we get phone calls, text messages, and emails every day from people just like you and you and you. And so whether you are moving in 7 days or 7 months, feel free to reach out to us as all of our contact information is in that description box. We would be happy to help you make a smooth move to Blue Springs, Missouri. So let's get into the pros and cons of living in Blue Springs, Missouri. We'll give you 5 cons first, then we'll get the negative out of the way and then end on all the pros and all the good that Blue Springs has to offer. So let's get started and we'll start off with con number 1. All right, let's start with our first con, and that is the limited nightlife options. So if you're someone who loves a buzzing nightlife scene, Blue Springs might feel a bit too quiet. While there are a few local spots like breweries and sports bars where you can grab a drink or catch a game, the options for trendy lounges, nightclubs, or large concert venues are slim. So most residents who want a more vibrant nightlife head to Kansas City's like Power and Light District, Westport, or even the Crossroads Arts District, which are only really about 20 to 30 minutes away. So these areas offer everything from live music and dance clubs to rooftop cocktail bars. The flip side though is if you're living in Blue Springs and you want a quieter, safer nighttime environment, then nightlife isn't really a top priority for you, then this is actually a positive. But for you night owls and you social butterflies, getting into Kansas City and getting out of it could be a con for you. Our next con is going to be the traffic during the peak hours. Traffic in Blue Springs isn't really bad at all, but typically you can get around anywhere in the city around 10 to 15 minutes. But the challenge comes when you're commuting into Kansas City for work or other activities, especially during rush hour. The main route, which is I-70, can get congested during peak hours, with travel times doubling during the busiest parts of the day. For example, what's normally a 20-minute drive to downtown Kansas City can take 40 minutes or more during the morning and evening commutes. Some residents adjust their schedules to avoid this rush hour, work remotely part-time, or carpool to make the commute less stressful, while others embrace the downtime by catching up on audiobooks or podcasts. And so if you're considering Blue Springs, it's worth thinking about how often you'll need to travel into the city and how the traffic might impact your day-to-day life. Also, let us know if this type of video is helpful and if there are any other videos that you would like me to create that could help you and others. Also, if you know anyone that this video could help, please share it with them as well. We love seeing people watch these videos and get their questions answered, or at least get most of them answered, and then of course reach out to us. So please share this video. Now, let's move on to our next con. Our next con is going to be the weather. Missouri weather is a mixed bag, and Blue Springs is no exception. You'll experience all 4 seasons here, which is a pro for some, but a con for others. Summers can be sweltering with temperatures frequently climbing into the mid-90s, and with high humidity levels, it makes it even feel hotter. Winters, on the other hand, bring cold temperatures and occasionally snow or ice storms. Tornadoes are also something to be aware of in this region, especially during spring. And so while warnings are common, the city is well equipped with safety protocols, and most homes are built with basements or storm shelters. The seasonal extremes can also mean higher utility bills. Air conditioning in the summer and heating in the winter can add up. So, that said, if you love seeing the leaves change in the fall and enjoy a good snow day in winter, you'll appreciate the variety. Just be prepared for the occasional curveball from Mother Nature, because that definitely can be a con for so many people. Our next con may be the suburban life. Blue Springs is the epitome of suburban living. Quiet neighborhoods, spacious homes, and family-focused amenities. While this is a big draw for many people, it may not be ideal for everyone. For example, if you're used to living in a bustling city where you can walk to coffee shops, boutique stores, or public events, Blue Springs might feel a bit slower paced. The suburban feel means you'll likely need a car to get around, and evenings here are generally just quieter. That said, the slower pace is a huge appeal for families, retirees, or anyone looking to escape the noise and the busyness of that urban life. It's really a matter of personal preference. Do you actually thrive yourself personally on the city energy, or do you value that peace and quiet? Let me know here in the comments which one that you prefer, the hustle and bustle of the city or that quiet feel of the suburban life. Let me know in the comments. Now, with that, let's get into our next con. All right, our final con is the limited public transportation. Now, Blue Springs doesn't have a robust public transportation system, and if you're someone who relies on buses, trains, or subways to get around, you'll find that options here are pretty limited. Most residents own at least one car, and driving is the primary mode of transportation. For those moving from cities with excellent transit systems like New York or Chicago, this can be a big adjustment. However, the city is working to improve connectivity within the Kansas City, through regional transportation projects. But in the meantime, if you're moving to Blue Springs, you'll want to budget for a car if you don't already have one. The good news, parking is easy and the roads are well maintained. So, before we move into the pros of living in Blue Springs, also let us know which con would cause you to really consider moving to Blue Springs, to see if it'd be actually worth it. And if you live in Blue Springs, let us know which con you actually don't like. Leave a comment for us. We'd love to know other things about Blue Springs that maybe we don't know about as well from, talking to all of our clients. So with that, let's move into our first pro and get into all the good things about living in Blue Springs. Our first pro is a big one, and that is the award-winning schools. Education is one of Blue Springs' biggest strengths. It is consistently ranked as one of the top districts in Missouri, and it's known for its excellent academics, strong athletic programs, and a wide range of extracurricular activities. The district boasts a graduation rate over 95%, with several of those schools receiving prestigious Missouri Gold Star School Award for academics and excellence. And Blue Springs High School and Blue Springs South are particularly renowned for their sports programs, regularly competing at the state and national levels. And so for families, this level of educational quality is a huge selling point. So whether your kids are into academics, athletics, or the arts, they'll have plenty of opportunities to succeed and grow in the Blue Springs School District. Our next pro is the cost of living. One of the biggest reasons people choose Blue Springs is the incredible value it offers for your money, especially when it comes to housing. Let's break it down and compare Blue Springs to some of the other popular suburbs in the Kansas City metro area, so that way you can see just how much further your dollar will actually go. Now, as of December 2024, the median home price inside of Blue Springs, Missouri was $320,000 with a median price per square foot of $162. Now compare that to Overland Park, Kansas, median sales price of $436,000 and a price per square foot of $196. Lee Summit, Missouri, median listing price is $458,200 and a price per square foot of $189. Now that's a difference of $100,000 or more in housing costs between Blue Springs and those areas. And it's not just housing that's more affordable here. Everyday expenses like groceries, gas, and dining out are also easier on the wall here. For example, grabbing lunch at one of the great local spots or taking the family out for a night of fun won't leave you feeling like you need to check your budget when it's all done. Now, I've also heard from families relocating from places like Denver, Seattle, or California who are just blown away by how much more house they can actually get here for their money. They're going from cramped spaces to homes with big yards, finished basements, and room to grow, all without breaking the bank. So if you're someone who's looking to make the most of your hard-earned money while still enjoying a high quality of life, Blue Springs is hard to beat. So whether you're buying your first home, upgrading for more space, or even downsizing to simplify, this community offers options for every lifestyle and budget. So if affordability is in your must-have list, then Blue Springs is definitely worth a closer look. You get great value without sacrificing the quality of life or the amenities, and that's what makes it such a fantastic place to call home. So if you have any questions about the current market in Blue Springs, remember, don't hesitate to reach out to us so we can help get those questions answered. All of our contact information is in that description box below. Now, let's move into the next pro. Pro number 3 is the proximity to Kansas City. One of the best things about living in Blue Springs is its ideal location. You get the perfect mix of suburban tranquility and easy access to urban excitement. Being just about 20 minutes from downtown Kansas City means that you can actually enjoy the best of both worlds. Let's talk about what that actually looks like. For starters, if you're a sports fan, you're in for a treat. Arrowhead Stadium, home of the Kansas City Chiefs, and Kauffman Stadium, home of the Royals, are literally just a short drive away. Imagine catching a game and being able to, leave the hustle of the city behind as you head home to your quiet neighborhood in Blue Springs. And then there's, the food. Kansas City is known for its legendary barbecue, with iconic spots like Joe's Kansas City, Barbecue Q39, and Gates. But it's not just barbecue. Kansas City has an incredible culinary scene with everything from fine dining to trendy food halls like Parlor KC. If you need a night out, head to the Power Light District for live music, rooftop bars, and vibrant nightlife. Or just spend the day like at Union Station exploring Science City with your kids, catching a show at the planetarium, or visiting the traveling exhibitions that they normally have. And don't forget about Crown Center and the Crossroads Arts District, both full of unique shops, galleries, and entertainment. But here's the best part. After enjoying all that Kansas City has to offer, you get to come home to the peace and quiet of Blue Springs. It's the perfect balance of convenience and comfort. So that is a huge pro for a lot of people. Our next pro is going to be all the outdoor recreation opportunities. So Blue Springs, if you love the outdoors, Blue Springs is an absolute gem. The area is packed with incredible opportunities for outdoor fun. So whether you're looking for, an active weekend adventure or just a relaxing escape into nature, let's talk about that. First of all, you've got Lake Jacomo and Blue Springs Lake. These two lakes are right in your backyard and offer everything from boating and fishing to paddleboarding and kayaking. Blue Springs Lake even has a marina where you can rent equipment, making it easy to get out on the water, have fun on the water. And if hiking in nature is your style, then you'll love the Burr Oak Woods Conservation Area with over 1,000 acres of woodlands, prairies, and trails. It's even a haven for wildlife enthusiasts and bird watchers alike. Families especially love the Discovery Center here, where the kids can learn about the local ecosystems and wildlife through interactive exhibits. Now, fitness lovers, you'll appreciate the city's extensive trail system. Perfect for running, cycling, or just a leisurely stroll. The parks in Blue Springs are also top-notch with well-maintained playgrounds, sports fields, and picnic areas. And so whether you're planning a family outing or just looking for some fresh air after work, there's no shortage of options in Blue Springs. And for those that love camping, Fleming Park is just a short drive away and offers a great campsites with beautiful lake views. It's a perfect spot for a weekend getaway without having to leave the area. Blue Springs really delivers when it comes to outdoor recreation. It's a huge reason why so many people fall in love with this community. And that is a huge pro for most people. Now, let's move into pro number 5, and that is the strong sense of community. Blue Springs community is absolutely amazing. One of the things that people mention most about Blue Springs is its incredible sense of community. It's the kind of place where neighbors look out for one another, local businesses know your name, and there's always something happening to bring people together. For example, the weekly farmers market in downtown Blue Springs is a favorite place. You'll find fresh produce, handmade goods, and local vendors, all while catching up with your neighbors. And then seasonal events like the Blue Springs Fall Fun Festival and the Holiday Parade draw big crowds and create memories for families year after year after year. And if you're new to town, it doesn't take long to feel at home here because people are friendly, welcoming, and genuinely interested in connecting with newcomers. So whether it's a block party, a school event, or just chatting with someone at the park, it's easy to build relationships and feel like you're part of something bigger. The city also hosts regular community programs and activities From summer concerts in the park to fitness classes and kids' sports leagues, these programs make it easy for families, singles, and retirees alike to get involved and feel connected. So whether you're raising a family, starting a new chapter, or looking for a place to settle down and enjoy life, Blue Springs offers that rare sense of belonging that makes it feel less like just a place to live and more like a home. So there you have it, the pros and cons of living in Blue Springs, Missouri. From its award-winning schools and affordable housing to its proximity to Kansas City and amazing outdoor recreation, Blue Springs has so much to offer. Like anywhere, it's not without its trade-offs. If a quieter nightlife or you have to rely on your car isn't a deal breaker for you, the benefits of living here can far outweigh the challenges. So imagine coming home from a Chiefs game or a night out in the Kansas City downtown to the peaceful, family-friendly streets of Blue Springs. Picture yourself spending like a weekend kayaking on Blue Springs Lake, or exploring the trails at Burr Oak Woods, or even enjoying community events like the farmers market or the holiday parades. Maybe you see your family thriving in one of the state's top-rated school districts, or finding a home that's just right for your budget and lifestyle. So what do you think? Could Blue Springs, Missouri be the perfect place for you to call home? If you'd like to learn more about Blue Springs or any of the surrounding Kansas City suburbs, be sure to check out all of our videos on our channel, like the neighborhood tours and the market updates right here on our page, here on our channel. Hit that subscribe button and definitely tap that bell so that way you're kept in the know what's going on in Kansas City. And remember, whether you're moving in 7 days or 7 months, we're here to make your transition as smooth as possible. Feel free to call us, text us, email, or even schedule that one-on-one Zoom with us. You know, all of our contact information is in that description box. Our goal is to make sure that your move is seamless so you can focus on creating those memories in your new home. So we hope you come to love living in Blue Springs and the Kansas City as much as we do. And, you know, we just absolutely love it here. And so thanks for watching. And until then, we hope to see you around town.